The Industry Outlook chapter provides insight on forecasted changes in the key statistics, events, and themes to affect industry performance over the next 5 years. It also highlights the industry's current stage in its life cycle and what that means for its operators. This chapter includes forecast and analysis on the next 5-year period, as well as key events and trends expected to affect future industry and operator performance. In the Industry Outlook chapter, you'll find a discussion of expected changes in key external drivers, or KEDS, and any potential threats or opportunities for operators. This chapter also ties in key themes and events from throughout the report and explains their impact on the industry in the future. Additionally, there's a discussion of forecast changes in revenue, profit, and other statistics compiled by our analysts. And CAGR calculations are also used to show future growth. What does CAGR stand for? It's an acronym for Compound Annual Growth Rate. This is a number that describes the rate at which the value of a statistic will or has grown if it grew at a steady rate over a set period of time. The forecast revenue data found in the Revenue Outlook table can also be exported to Excel. Our Industry Outlook chapter and Key Statistics chapter, in particular, provide in-depth analysis and projections on the industry's performance over the next 5 years, acting like a crystal ball. But you won't find any crystal balls in our analysts' hands. Our analysts use movements in key external drivers and calculate the strength of relationship between KED movements and historical revenue changes. In-house data and modeling, our own knowledge of industry operating conditions, official and publicly available sources, one-off or major events that may have an effect on the industry, such as known change in regulations, tariffs, or tax policies, additional non-quantifiable information like government regulation changes, taking the information from black box to real-world solutions. The Industry Outlook chapter is popular and relevant across all of our client groups because it provides insight to help make business decisions and alert you to potential industry changes. For private equity firms, the Outlook lends to modeling various financial situations based on forecast. It also alerts investors to potentially unfavorable industry conditions. Additionally, the Future Trend Insight helps analysts to write investment memos. Industry Life Cycle. The Industry Life Cycle section, included in the Industry Outlook chapter, includes the life cycle stage of the industry, life cycle reasons, analysis on the life cycle of the industry, and a life cycle chart. All industries have a life cycle and go through the life cycle stages: growth, maturity, and decline. This section shows you the stage that the industry is in and how it affects performance. Most industries have life cycles of 35 to 40 years, grow 15 years, mature 5 years, decline 15 years. This section gives a snapshot of various factors in industry: growth rate, change in enterprise numbers, rate of product development and technology change, the maturity level of the buying market, and many, many more. The life cycle chart, located within this section, plots the relationship between the change and share of economy and the percentage change in establishment numbers. It also shows the industry's life cycle stage, plotting related industries for context. Most industries move anti-clockwise around the chart segments, from growth, quantity, quality, to maturity, to decline. In the growth stage, these factors are usually present. Growth. Revenue is growing faster than the economy, greater than GDP. There's an increase in the number of firms and products, more resources are needed, there's rapid technology and process change, the industry is typically lower risk, but changing. In quality growth, the best ideas and strongest managers are leading to strong performance and share of economy growing. In quantity growth, there's a rush of new entrants and an emphasis on establishment growth, not growing in economic importance. In the mature stage of the life cycle, you'll usually see industry revenue growing at the same rate as the economy, consolidation of companies within the industry, a need for strategic decision-making, stable products, established technology and processes, Companies require more marketing and professional services. In the decline phase of the industry, you'll notice revenue usually grows slower than economy. It's the riskiest stage. Operators need to adapt. Falling enterprise numbers. Product and process development is needed. However, there's usually healthy profit for survivors. Why is this information important? You can know a lot about the characteristics of the industry just by knowing the life cycle stage. Industries in growth need resources, have unique characteristics to understand, and have lower risk. Being able to identify growth industries is helpful for banks, accountants, investment banking, and private equity, and marketing to target their services. Mature industries are helpful targets for marketing teams looking to develop brand now that products and markets are more stable, consultants to help clients compete in a more mature market and advise on pricing, companies with services to innovate, reposition current products, or move into foreign markets. Industries in decline are coping with integrated supply chains, market saturation, falling product consumption, and need for reinvigoration or adaptation in product or process to survive. Given that the industry might not exist in the future without significant changes to its products, this information is key for markets or technology companies that aid in these developments to target industry players. Along with the United States, IBISWorld offers research on United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, China, and global industries. To get started today, visit www.ibisworld.com. Thank you.